What up? Happy New Year.
Dude. We're back.
Right. I know. We haven't done an episode in a minute, so I'm happy we're doing one.
Where the fuck have we been, dude?
Busy. The holidays have just been crazy, honestly.
We're in our 30s experiencing the holidays, so we apologize.
Yeah. And you have a wife and I have a girlfriend now, so it's like there's even though like we didn't spend Christmas with each other like at all.
You didn't?
No, I was up north like with my
Oh yeah,
family up
yeah,
there,
yeah, yeah.
and she just stayed down here, and I was just like, well, whatever. When
Totally
did you
fair.
start spending like Christmases with Samantha?
First year.
Really?
We met in August. That first holiday season.
Huh. Well,
This made you look like shit, dude. Get wrecked. You're fucking trash.
yeah, straight up. Well, also though, like your guys' families are all like here.
Yeah, it's definitely easier than driving across the entire state.
My brother had to go to Texas this year.
Hey. He never had before?
No, this is the first time. It's like my sister-in-law is like,
Honestly, nobody gives a fuck.
yeah,
Love
for
you,
real.
Brett. But what's new with you, dog?
uh, Nothing. I had like the craziest fucking weekend ever.
Tell me about it.
All right, let's keep. What's the word? Anonymity? Is that what it is to be like stay like anonymous?
Anonymity?
Anonymity or something like that.
Anonym. No, we gotta
Anonymity.
figure this out.
I think it's
I'll look it
anonymity.
up. Think I'm a bitch? Anonymity.
Anonymity.
Yep.
To keep anonymity.
Some of us don't need fucking Google, all right? We're fucking human beings. We just know things.
I looked it up, but to keep anonymity, I'm going to be using different names, and I'm not going to tell you how we know these people.
Okay.
Okay. So there's Greg,
Okay.
and let's go with Rachel.
Greg and Rachel.
Greg and Rachel.
I'm imagining
Greg.
Greg from Succession and Rachel from Friends. We're good.
Okay. Okay. Cool. It's exactly who we were with. Great.
That's who I was with.
Dude, how'd you know?
The characters, not even the actors.
Yeah. Uh. So Greg and Rachel hit up Aaron
Okay.
and are like,
Can we give Aaron a name too, just like for fun?
no, because then I'll just get confused.
Okay.
Greg, and
What's
Rachel.
your name in this?
I'm Ryan. I'm still Ryan.
Okay, go ahead.
Greg and Rachel hit up Aaron, and they basically go, "Hey, this whole weekend we weren't there last night, obviously, but we were there Friday and Saturday night. They're like, do you guys want to come with us to San Diego? We bought like a bunch of hotel rooms, and we were like."
A bunch of hotel rooms?
I don't really know that they at least had one for us,
They're
and
balling out.
then they do ball out. This isn't a we're balling out this one time. They ball out.
This is life for them.
Yes.
Okay.
And so, and I'm like, yeah, sure, like and we're like, okay. I mean, and we looked up the hotel. It was a super nice hotel, and we were like, damn, this looks pretty dope. I'm down. Like, let's go down. It's like right in the gas lamp. It was like right by Will's old place.
Yeah, okay.
Literally right in that area. And we're like, sure, whatever, we'll go down there and like, go out, drinks, food, whatever. Like, look, I got paid on Friday, so I was like, yeah, we don't have to pay for a hotel. Like, we'll both bring some extra cash. We'll be chill. First night, Friday night, we get there. I'm there. And so we're with Greg and Rachel, and Greg and Rachel have other friends that are also there. That also, from what the looks of it, they ball out too.
They'll remain unnamed this time.
They'll remain unnamed. And we get there, hotel, like I said, nice as shit. There's like a bar. There's like this crazy bar there. There's like a bar with like an arcade and shit in it, like with like old school. There's like a nightclub like underneath the hotel and shit. So, dude, we're there for like an hour and a half maybe, and we're like at the one of like the six bars like at the hotel, like having some drinks, and like one of Greg's friends just goes, "All right, we're going to Expose," and I'm like, "Okay, I don't know what that is." Sounds
like a porn company, but go ahead.
We pull up to this fucking full nude strip club in like Uber Blacks, like 10 of us deep.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, what? We get there, like once again, Greg, bless his soul, he's like, I got you guys, like, don't worry about it. Like, pays like the cover for the cover fee. We're like, all right. It was really awkward because it was full nude. Because in the state of California, if it's full nude, like they don't serve alcohol there,
Oh.
and so like it was just a bunch of really creepy old men in there, and like it
Wait,
was
if
just
a bar is full nude, you can't serve or
if a strip club is full. So if a strip club is just topless, like they keep panties on, they can serve liquor. But if it's like they get up there
oh,
and they
they had they had the roast beef sandwiches out and everything.
yep,
Okay.
it's full coochie out and just hanging out.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was skeptical just sitting on the seats knowing that.
Hey,
Anyways, um, yeah,
so roast
it was
beef out.
yeah, and I was like, but we were all like, this is weird, and even I was like, this is it just was a weird vibe, and they made it. Greg goes, I'm calling the Uber Blacks again. We're going to a different one now, and we're like,
Wait,
okay,
is he from San Diego?
no,
So he just knows all these spots.
I don't know. I think you can Google
Yeah,
shit,
yeah, I forget you can.
yeah.
Okay.
So then we go to another one, also full nude, you know.
Okay.
But this one, right next door was like a bar, right, literally like adjacent to it, not even adjacent to it,
So you
next
had
to
a
it.
backup plan.
Well, no. So we're like, let's go to this bar first, get a few drinks in us, whatever. Then we'll hit the strip club. And we're like, all right, sounds good. But like, so we get some shots and a beer or whatever, like at this bar, and then we like go to the other strip club, which is literally like you take like 20 steps and you're there. And the guy like stamps their hand. And he's like, at any point, if you guys want to leave, walk next door, have some drinks, come back. It's ins and outs. Just have your stamp. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So we go to this, then we go in there again. But fucking then, Greg, me and we're sitting like at like there's the seats around like us the stage or whatever.
Okay.
Me and Aaron and Greg and Rachel and then one of their other friends who's a really cool dude who will
Can we give him a name
remain
just for
unnamed.
fun?
You
Bartholomew.
could, hey, Bartholomew is chilling there with us, and Greg, we're like, oh snap, so like I look once I brought some cash with me, so I was like, okay, we're here. I haven't spent like any money still so far. Everything's been on Greg and his
So a couple
very
bills.
yeah. I was like, I'll do. Greg then just walks by with just a stack of ones this big and just throws them down in front of me and Aaron and just goes, "Have at it." We're like,
Gee, what does Aaron think of all this?
she was like, okay, like she was like, word, all right, like she was having fun, like she was like, cool, like doing the thing or whatever.
Yo, in the most respectful way, it's kind of fun to put a dollar bill in a stripper's G-string.
Yeah, 100%. It was cool.
Cool.
Yeah, and like Aaron was like sitting Aaron like I was like I don't know what I'm supposed to say or I don't know like how crass I'm allowed to be in front of Aaron right now in this setting, But like like she'll like we watched some dance, Aaron would be like, "Ooh, she's my favorite," Then I had to play the card of like, she's okay or whatever, but she's hot, and then like and then whatever, we're there for like a bit, we're going back and forth between the bars. I'm finally like, let me go over to the bar and buy like some drinks for you guys. Like, please. Like, you guys have done way more than I've been with you guys for 3 hours.
Yeah.
And
You're
you've
a nice
spent.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, let me buy you guys some. We go back over there, buy like a round of shots. I buy like everyone some beers or whatever. Whatever. Go back over there, hang out, whatever. Then I think the night's like done because at this point it's like 12:30 maybe. And I'm like, okay, night's done, I guess. Like, whatever. Greg and one of his other friends go, "Oh, there's another strip club not too far from here."
Is this what they do? Like,
I don't know. And then he goes, but this one it's topless only, so they have alcohol. And we're like, okay. He's like, you guys want to go? And me and Aaron were like, we're just along for the ride. Like, I guess, like, fuck it. Like, sure. We all mob to this one. We get to this other one. We're walking in. Then as we're walking in, Greg just turns to us. He goes, I got us a table and bottle service.
What?
We're like, and like the strip club, it's like it's kind of a vibe. It was kind of a little like, I don't want to say ratchet, but I can't think of a better word right now. It was a little not like ratchet in the sense of it just was like in a weird area. It just wasn't that nice. It seemed like they like did some up like they did up. You could tell they've done some upkeep to the building, but but it's like but it was like spray painting shit
But they
gold. You know
got
what I
they got
mean?
they got titties.
They had titties. They got booze.
I don't
He's
really
getting
care
a
about the upkeep of the building, buddy.
yeah. He's a bottle of Casamigos is about to be at our table. Fuck it, we're like, all
Okay.
right, we're done. Let's go. We go, and yeah, and then we just get really fucked up there and drink like the whole fucking bottle between all of us, and more titties everywhere. We end the night just in front of some pizza shop at like 3 in the morning. That's open all night, and I'm just hammered drunk, just eating pizza.
What toppings?
Just pepperoni.
You remember the
Just
toppings? Not hammered enough.
yeah, dude. It was probably the most drunk I've been in like a minute. Like I'm surprised I didn't like black out. Anyways, I was like, that was
Congrats.
wake up. Didn't go to bed till like fuck like 4:30 in the morning, which I don't do. Actually slept in till like 11, which is insane for me. Like crazy. I was like,
I don't
damn,
think you've woken up past 9 a.m. for the past 5 years.
6 years. Yeah, something like that, dude. Yeah, crazy. So I was like, all right, like cool, whatever. Wake up the next day. Uh, we're hanging out, whatever. We decide that night we're gonna go. We go to some like Italian restaurant, super fancy. Like it was crazy. Like it was like one of those restaurants. I've never been in a situation like this where like all the food on there, you're reading the menu and you go and you're like, I don't know what any of this is. And so like
I hate that, dude.
I do hate that, but
It was
I just
fire
had to
though.
I just had to trust them. And I was like, Greg was just like, I got you. He's like, I'm just gonna get a bunch of different appetizers. We're gonna kind of do family style, share a little bit of
Yeah, I want to
everything.
be friends with Greg. I don't even like going out and going to drinking at your strip clubs.
But this food was insane. And bro, I had like roasted oysters, like bison bone marrow, and then venison, which is fucking deer meat, and it was the best food I've ever had in my fucking
What?
life.
All three of
Yes.
those things you said don't sound that crazy.
Oh, but it was great, dude. Oysters.
I've
Oysters are
never
kind
had
of, I
oysters.
feel, and that was the first time I ever had them either. And thank God they're roasted because I don't know if I would have liked them just straight up. But
Yeah.
like it was like roasted with some like lemon and some other shit, and it was really good. And you like had some bread that you put the oyster on and like the fucking bison bone marrow on. Like the bone, it was like a bone. You had to like scoop the fucking bone marrow out of the bone on. Oh, dude. And then the
Kind of
venison, which
crazy if you just really think about what you're doing, but like,
I don't know, yeah, but it was so good,
fuck it, I trust
so
you.
good. It was so good. I had great food, great cocktails, and then dude, then we went to this other bar like that night where like you go into it and it's like
Let me
it used to
guess.
be.
Titties.
Dude, no, not this time. But dude, no, you go into it and it's like, dude, it used to be like a hotel or something at some point, or like maybe it still is. I don't know, but like it was just like really fancy. But there's like pool tables everywhere. There's like a bowling alley like inside this like bar. There's like shuffleboard and shit and cornhole and just all sorts of like just crazy. But it was like super fancy. All the cocktails were just like it was like the whole time I was there, I was like, I don't deserve any of this. You know what I mean? Like it was
Yeah.
like I don't. I'm just a blue collar worker. Like if they had to if there was like a minimum requirement of like what status you need to be in life to be there, I wouldn't meet it, and I know that.
You'd
And
never be it
neither
with just yourself.
no, never. But they were like, we're going here, and I like
You
I just
needed
kind of
Greg
like
from Succession to bring you into this world.
basically, and when it was crazy, super fun time, and then uh we ended, and then last night or yesterday, I guess. Went to have you heard of Din Tai Fung? Nat works there, I'm pretty sure. Actually,
No.
it's pretty fancy. Like, I don't want to say the wrong uh Asian descent. It's like dumplings and like all sorts of, and it sounds really basic, but it's really good. Had that, and then we like drove back home. But all in all, it was crazy. And
I don't
like
even go
I
out.
did
That sounds like a good weekend.
then I just too, and just I like brought like a certain amount of cash with me just to be like I'm like this is what at least the amount of money
Didn't
like I'm
spend
gonna
it.
spend. I spent some of it. So then after the dinner and after we were leaving, I just went up to Greg and I just gave him the rest of my cash. And he was like, no, no, no. He's like, dude, no, you're fine. Don't worry about it. And trust me, he did not need it. But like I just was like, bro, like you took me and my girlfriend out for the whole weekend. You paid for like, please. I literally was like, please just take this money. And he was like, all right, man. I got appreciated. Like shook hands. I was like, thank you. Like just
I
as a
like Greg.
gentleman. Yeah, I mean, dude,
I feel
chill
like
as
I know
hell.
him.
So before, and I don't want to say this on. I don't want to say what I'm gonna what I texted you that night were the people I was with. Now don't say it
Oh
on
yeah, yeah, yeah.
stream, but yeah. So
Wait, that's
they
them?
do.
Oh,
Yes.
that's Greg? Oh,
Yes.
okay. Let me let my dog out, but
Yes.
I'm listening.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, that's pretty much it. It was fucking crazy.
That sounds kind of fire.
It was a crazy weekend. It's way so much drinking though. I'm just like I'm good.
So I have something that happened to me. Well, it didn't happen to me, but it's just something I noticed or
Okay.
did. I don't know. Something happened.
Okay.
It's related to something we've talked about on the podcast in the past multiple times. But
Okay.
so I'm hanging out with Sircon, our good friend Sircon. He lives in New York. He's in town for the week for Christmas, New Year's.
I'm seeing him on Thursday. Yeah,
Oh, we
Thursday.
got to do Korean barbecue at some point.
No.
Yeah. But I'm hanging out with Cirque. He's over. We're kicking it, vibing. And if you don't know Cirque, he is the biggest Travis Scott fan of all time.
He is.
I'm a big Travis Scott fan too. We've seen him. We were talking about it. I've seen Travis Scott live with Sircon like 4 times.
That's sick.
He's seen him like 6 or 7 times. But so we're on the
Okay.
couch. He's like, dude, I don't know how, but there's a full album of Travis Scott leaks on Apple Music. And I'm like, what? How? And he's like literally, bro, full CD quality, not shitty. It's full album of leaks. I'm like, okay, like hook your phone up. Let's listen to that shit.
Yeah.
He plays the first song. I'm like, yo, this is one of the best Travis Scott songs I've ever heard. Why did he not put this on the album?
Okay.
He plays the second song. Another banger. One
Okay.
of the crazy, like we're 3 or 4 songs in. We're like, dude, why was none of this on his album this year? This is the craziest shit ever.
Yeah.
Right? But because it was like a leak, right? It's under a different
Yeah.
name. It's not under Travis Scott.
Yeah. I wonder how Apple hasn't gotten.
It's under a name called Moving in Silence or something. It's
But I wonder
literally a
how.
full album.
But I wonder if.
Hold on.
Okay. Okay.
We're listening to it. We're like, how is this out, dude? It's literally full quality. It sounds better than fucking Utopia.
Mhm.
We look it up. What is Moving in Silence? It's Travis Scott AI.
I knew that was coming.
And
I
it is
knew that.
literally some of the best Travis Scotts I've ever heard in my life. They had fucking Quavo on that bitch. They had Frank Ocean on that bitch. They
In
had
AI. In their AI though too.
full AI. But the fucked up part is it tricked us, dude.
Oh
We
my.
couldn't tell, dude.
Now you know what? It doesn't surprise me that Sircon wouldn't have even thought that it could have been AI. Because immediately when you started telling me this, I was like, this has to be AI. But Sircon also only like a couple months ago was like, bro, have you heard of Chat GPT? I'm like, you're so behind, dude.
Bro, it was you could not tell the difference. Like there was like
Yeah.
a future verse that we're like, okay, after we knew that it was we're like, okay, that's not future. Like that's clearly AI. The Travis Scott AI was indistinguishable from real Travis Scott.
That's crazy.
And they're allowed to just put that shit out because it's not him.
Yeah. I wonder how much money that's made him then. Whoever
Probably
did that.
Bank. And I'm not joking,
That-
it was some of the best Travis Scott I've ever heard, dude.
It wasn't him.
It wasn't him. How is that
That's wild.
allowed though? They're
Uh,
using like his
but they weren't
likeness or
using his
whatever.
name.
I'm listening
They're
though.
using it. Yeah, they're using his likeness, but it wasn't his name. So I guess I don't know. I think that just right now in music with AI and everything, there's just no like legal. I don't know. I'm not a fucking music lawyer, so I don't really know the legality shit of it.
They
But
gotta
like,
get into this because that shit.
yeah, yeah, they for sure at some point they're going to soon. I bet. I
Because
guarantee
like,
you.
bro, obviously it's AI, but it was Travis Scott, dude.
There's people like Circon that are gonna believe it's Travis Scott and tell people that it is, and then
I've
this
never
guy's
seen
gonna
so
make.
I've never seen someone so hurt in my life when he realized it was AI.
Well, yeah, but it
I
all.
see he fucking sent that shit to the homies. He's like, yo, this shit's crazy. It's fucking AI, dude.
That's funny.
But the fucked up part is like every time I've ever heard some sort of like AI music or something
Yeah,
or chat, you could tell like you're like, okay,
yeah.
there's a little tweak in the voice here. It sounds a little off.
But just the fact that you knew that something was wrong and you had to look it up. Like
No,
he didn't
no,
even do
we
that.
didn't think something was wrong. We thought, how is it allowed to be on?
I want to know how long Circon's been listening to that, thinking it's Travis Scott.
I don't know, but bro, we literally thought it wasn't what this is fishy. It was like, how are they allowed to release
That's
his
crazy.
music?
Damn. Yeah, I mean, they got to get into that shit somehow.
They fucking got me, dude. I'm gonna send you one of the songs because it's fucking it's crazy.
I'm
But
gonna start telling
honestly,
everyone it's Travis
on the
Scott.
other hand, though, I feel like it almost opens the door to help artists. Like, cause you know how people
How?
have people that write for them, right?
Yeah,
And they'll send like a reference track, like, you know what that is?
yeah, but
Like, if
it's
I
like
wrote a song for Travis Scott, let's say,
it'd be
I
your
might
voice.
record a version of it of me doing it, and then it's just like this is
I've heard like reference tracks of Drake
yeah,
songs
the Quentin
before.
Miller shit. Everybody
Yeah,
knows.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it almost opens the door like for reference tracks. Like, imagine like
That's I feel like would be the only way where you could do it, and yeah,
like what
have
if
people be
Travis
like,
was
"This
like,
is."
I fuck with one of these songs. Let me buy that shit, dude. Like,
That's what I'm curious about is how much money now is that making off of his
yeah, I don't know how
likeness
many
or
people
whatever.
actually know.
It's well, let's see what's it
Wait,
called.
no, I forgot one of the most fucked up parts.
Okay.
It was recommended to him because you know how like Apple Music, Spotify, whatever,
Yeah.
it recommends music that's similar to what you like.
Called Moving in Silence.
Yeah. But the crazy part is Apple Music recommended the fucking AI shit to him. So you know someone in Travis's team like got that shit and was like, yo, like
Dude,
what?
so I see. I found it on Spotify, and Spotify shows you the monthly listeners. There's not a lot, but it also in like the description of it or whatever, it never once says anything about Travis Scott.
Not him, dude. Why would they?
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying is that's probably how they get away with it because there's no mention of Travis Scott anywhere other than people just being like, it sounds like Travis Scott.
It doesn't sound like him, bro. It's
You thought it
him.
was though.
It's him.
It's him. Imagine.
It's better than him almost.
Crazy. But yeah, it's fucking wild.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Fuck, hold on, let me pull some of my notes up that I had written because I had a couple things. Well, speaking of AI, actually, I had a interesting AI experience like a couple weeks ago.
What was it?
I drove through Taco Bell and I went up to the drive-through and it wasn't a person, it was all like an AI robot talking to me. And so I was ordering it and I was like, can I get this and this? Like, okay, is there anything else you would like? And I'm like, can I get some fire sauce? And they're like, how many sauces would you like? Like they like knew like I was like, what? Like you were able you could say whatever to it and it got my order perfectly right. And the guy at the window was like, park in here. Like didn't say the dude at the window didn't say anything to me other than give me your card or whatever he says, you know?
Bro,
But it was
at the beginning of the year, like
yeah.
sometime around then, I went to a McDonald's and like usually if I'm going to McDonald's, I'm door dashing it or I'm
Yeah.
driving through, right? Like a normal human.
Okay.
I went in, dude.
Yeah.
No, sorry. I went in to get a drink. That was the sole objective. I go
Yes.
in, there's nobody there, dude.
Interesting.
Nobody's working there. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? It's screens, and that's how you order.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that before.
I hadn't. I'm trying
So
to
another,
fucking press that shit. I couldn't order a drink, and I walked out.
so this also just reminded me another thing I saw when we were at one of the strip clubs was outside of the strip club there was a little robot that rolled around and it just said security on it and it had like cameras all over it and it was just rolling around out in front and like we looked it up and it's a $28,000 machine that clubs will buy and it's able to like spot crime and call the police like if it needs to and shit.
What, someone like
Right.
behind the camera? Like,
I have no idea. I didn't look that too deep into it, but like it was like AI fucking whatever, and it's able to like spot
we're fucked,
crime and
dude.
yeah, isn't that crazy? I was like, there just was this little robot rolling around outside the fucking club, and I was like, dude, if I was like on acid or something, the shit would trip me out.
Yeah, I would think I'm in some sort of dystopian future with,
Yeah, you literally,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
it was fucking crazy. I was like, what the fuck? Um,
Did I tell him about the watermelon?
m- yeah, if you want.
So I believe I mentioned on a recent episode that I was streaming on TikTok as of late, my games and stuff. It's been going good. A lot of people watching. It's really fun. But I've been playing this game called Suika Game.
Yep.
Suika Game translates in Japanese to watermelon game or fruit game. Is it what? It's
Fruit
either
game.
watermelon or fruit. I think it's watermelon.
Okay.
But basically, think of Tetris. Think of 2048 if you ever played that. Basically, there's a box. You drop fruits into the box. Each fruit combines. If they combine, they go into a bigger fruit, leading up to a watermelon being the biggest fruit. If your box overflows, you lose. You try to combine fruits to get the highest score you can. I've been stuck on this game because I've been trying to get the coveted achievement of a double watermelon.
When you get that, it just clears the box, right?
Yeah, when you get 2 watermelons to connect, which is the biggest fruit, they disappear. And then you have like a whole box to work with where you can get a super, super duper high score. Like, right?
Yeah.
I've been trying to get a double watermelon for like a month, dude. I can't do it. It's fucking impossible. But 2024 was coming up. I wanted to do something fun for the stream. I was like, you know what? I got 3 days. I'm going to set a goal where if I don't get a double watermelon by 2024, I will have to get a watermelon tattoo. Wouldn't be the first time I did something like this. I did a Survivor game for a tattoo, whatever. I'm down. Fuck it. Why not? I try Friday. Couple hours. Can't get it. I try Saturday. A couple hours. Couldn't get it. It's New Year's Eve. I'm like, babe, we're not doing shit tonight. When I wake up, I'm getting on Suika Game. And I'm playing until I get a double watermelon.
Yeah.
I get on at noon.
Mm-hmm.
Have 12 hours. I don't get the double watermelon. Hundreds of people watching saying how, like, the whole time they're like, you're gonna get a tattoo, aren't you? And I'm like, no, I got it. Comes down to the last fucking minute. I'm getting close but no cigar. Now I have to get a watermelon tattoo. I might get it today.
Really, where are you gonna go?
Well, last year on the 1st, we're recording this on January 1st, guys. Insider information. But last year we got a tattoo on the 1st. We both, me and Samantha, just walked into a place and we're like, fuck it, I want this. Honestly, it might be our new tradition.
Do it.
January 1st tattoos.
That'd be chill. I almost got tattooed down in San Diego with Aaron.
Like in the night when you were going partying?
Yeah, when I was blacked out. No, just kidding. No, we just like woke up that day, and with Rachel, she was down, and we were like, let's find a shop. And actually, it was funny because I was actually looking, and I found a shop that was like close by where we were, and then I went and found the shop on Instagram, and I noticed that there's one of the artists that works there. Like I follow him on Instagram already, and I was like, oh, sick.
Shit.
Yeah.
You
So I was
follow
like,
a lot
that's
of
kinda-
tattoo people?
Oh yeah, dude. I follow like a couple hundred probably.
Oh, shit.
Dude, I send you those tattoos
Dude,
all the
those
time.
South Korean dudes we follow, those guys are
Oh
fucking,
my
they're
God,
sick.
those guys are so good. Well, me and Aaron got tattooed together like a couple weeks. Not the same thing, but it's just a guy that
I
the
was
guy
like,
that did
damn, a
my
little quick, buddy. Eh? No, I was kidding.
yeah, no, just the guy
I'm
the
just
guy
kidding.
that the guy that did my nurse. He was just doing like deals on like Flash, so we just like went in there and we just each picked a piece and I just threw it on my leg because I've
Fuck it.
just been doing shit on my leg. But yeah,
Honestly, I'm in the space where like now I have enough where like I'm
yeah,
down to get whatever, dude. Like
yeah. I
I
got
was
like
more upset that I didn't get the achievement in the game than like getting the tattoo.
I got like this little panther with a dagger.
Fire.
Yeah, sounds cool.
Sick.
She got like a little like spider. It was like a spider, but like a skull spider thing. It was cool. I don't know. We just were like,
Fuck yeah.
yeah, we literally just went in there and I was like, I'll take that, and she was like, I'll take that one, and he was like, okay, cool. It's pretty. It was
Yeah,
like
I'm
pretty.
kind of in that mindset nowadays. I'm down for
Yeah,
whatever. But the thing
yeah,
is just the expensive. They're so expensive.
dude. That's why I'm telling you, you got to go to Kyle, bro. He's so fast. The guy that did the raccoon on me.
My guy's fast as shit.
Yeah, I mean, if it's fast, it's worth it. Because you're like, dude, if it's fast and really good, like, fuck it.
But yeah, I was literally more upset about getting not getting the game achievement than having to get the tattoo.
Where do you think you're gonna put it? Just like on your hip somewhere?
Yeah, small, hidden. I
Just put it on your ass.
think I would get banned from TikTok.
You know, you can't show it.
Bro, this was I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but there's been a bunch of people waiting for this. Like
I know you got to do it.
I have to do it and then I have to show them.
Uh, Another funny thing that kind of happened during like Christmas time. We were up at my grandma's, and my dad has like a smartwatch, and it like checks his like steps and whatever, you know. And but I'll like see him like I don't know. I think he has like minor OCD a little bit because there'll be days he'll just be like at home like on the couch or whatever. If he like doesn't reach his step goal, he'll just be on the couch kind of like waving his arm, like cheating to get his steps or whatever, you know. Like and I'm like, what the fuck? That's like it, like doesn't even count. But like the most dad thing ever. Anyways, we go one night, one like this Monday or Tuesday night we were there. You know, he was like, let's just go get a pizza. Just keep it easy tonight because it was the day after Christmas. Like, whatever, just get a pizza, hang out. We leave tomorrow morning. We're like, all right, cool. So I go with him to go drive over to the pizza shop to go pick up the pizza. And I was like, I'll get out and go grab it. Like, you wait here. And he's like, cool. I go grab the pizza, like, inside. And I, like, walk back out. And I just see, from my vision, I just see my dad. Like, I see him through the windshield. So I only see, like, really, like, the top from, like, stomach, about mid-stomach up. That's all you see. No, but he's down below like this. So this is like all I fucking see. So I just walk out the pizza and it just looks like my dad's just jerking off in the fucking car. So weird. I was like, I just go to him. I literally like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm getting my steps in. I'm like, kill, you're gonna get arrested, bro. Like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, dude. I was like, what the fuck, bro?
That's fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah, it was funny, but yeah, so that fucking happened. And then another kind of this is just such like a college thing to do. So my cousin's boyfriend, who I've met before, chill dude. When he like when he was like in college or whatever. I guess like when you fill it out, you're like oh put your name, your sex, or your whatever, like your thing to put on like so like they have all your information when you're like registering for school or classes or
Yeah.
whatever. And so what he always did was what is it called when you're like the second or the third? Is that a suffix? Is that what it's called?
In terms of what?
Like if I was Ryan Halvax the third, what is the
Oh,
word the third? Is that a suffix?
I don't know.
Hold on, I gotta look this up to make this make
It's like
sense.
your title, dude. Isn't a suffix like your last name?
Hold on.
Fuck, we should have remembered school, dude.
Uh, well, anyways, that number, if you're like the second or the third or whatever,
Okay.
it's like your name, middle initial, last name, and then at the end of that, there's a space to fill that in. And so what he always put when he was in college was just a one in Roman numerals. He's like, well, the space was there, and I am the first, so I'm just the first. And so when he got his fucking college diploma, it just says his name and then a one next to his name because he just he's like, I didn't think it was gonna be on my diploma. Like, I don't know.
Well,
Like,
maybe because you wrote it on everything you've ever done.
yeah, I know. And I was like, dude, what the? It was just really funny. I was like, it just, yeah, that was just stupid and funny that it happened. And I thought it was hilarious. But yeah, so it says like his name and then the first. It's like, yeah, this guy, he's the first dog.
Who is this
I mean,
again? So
he's
I can
technically.
think before I say this. Who is this?
Oh, my cousin's boyfriend.
Fucking idiot, dude.
No, he's chill. He's chill. He's a cool guy. It's just funny. Like, and when he told me that, I was like, he's like, bro, I don't know. He's like, I was like, fucking 18 years old and like in a whole new state or whatever, like at a new college. Like, I didn't know anything. And he's like, I just thought it was funny to put that, and then they put it
Oh,
on
he
my
thought it was
diploma.
funny.
Yeah, he didn't do it as like a
Oh,
serious
okay. I
thing.
thought he was genuinely like, I'm one. Like,
No, no. He just was like, he was like, the box was there, so I just put it in there. He's like, I'm the first. He's like, I'm not. He's like, I'm not wrong. I'm like, you are not
okay,
wrong.
I'm not mad at it.
It just was like this silly thing that he decided to do.
Hey, he got the diploma,
You
right?
know what else? Yeah, he did. He did. He's doing well, so he's fine. But
You should keep putting
another,
the one on shit
yeah,
forever.
yeah,
He's at work. He signs an email like, Sammy C one.
one. But another thing that I feel like I've ran into this a lot lately. I don't know if you have. I feel like in restaurants, more in restaurants I've been going anywhere, any sort of restaurant. And maybe this is the stupidest thing I ever say, but like, have you noticed? Or I'm a weak ass bitch, but have you noticed how heavy just chairs are? Or like, you go to sit down, and you don't expect the chair to be heavy to pull out to go sit on it, and you think it's a light chair, and it ends up being like 50 pounds.
Can I be
And you're
honest
just
with
like,
you?
yeah,
Never experienced that once in my life.
damn. I feel like I've been experiencing that a lot lately. The chairs don't
You
look
gotta
heavy,
start
and you don't.
lifting, buddy.
You're just like, what the fuck is this?
I've had it with the
Not like
door.
they're,
I mean, everyone's had that happen with
yeah,
a door. You're like, well, fucking whip
yeah,
this bitch open.
yeah, yeah.
But then
But
then you feel like, oh, I should be going to the gym more when you're trying to open it.
basically, I had that happen to me. Like, it happened to me like a handful of times, like in a row at restaurants. I was like, "What the fuck? Like, why are
I
is
was
every
trying to be
chair?"
funny, but that does I haven't noticed with a chair specifically.
Damn. Well, you also don't ever go to restaurants.
Sometimes
Sometimes.
what I have experienced when with restaurant chairs is when you pull in, it makes a fucking huge screech. Like everybody fucking turns to you and wants to watch you. Like sit down after that. You're like, fuck.
Mhm.
You have any
Do
New
you know
Year's
what else?
resolutions?
New Year's resolutions.
What are you gonna say?
Well, another thing that I noticed too, that I had noticed at this restaurant specifically when I was at, like, when you're in like a public restroom, like dudes will pretend to have to shit rather than piss next to you, and they'll go like in the stall to like pee, but I'm like, they
I don't want
don't.
to piss next to somebody.
Yeah,
You know what
I
it is?
think
Like
so.
after COVID, I think it's just like opened my eyes to like
How
how
gross
gross
everything
shit
is.
is. You ever seen those videos where it's like, I'm gonna test they test samples of shit to see how much bacteria is in it. So they'll
Yeah.
be like, I'm gonna go in a public bathroom, I'm gonna wash my hands, and then I'm gonna do a couple things. First, I'm gonna try air drying, then I'm gonna take a
Okay.
sample,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna
Yeah.
try a paper towel, then I'm gonna do a
Yeah.
sample, then I'm gonna try the
Yeah.
fucking what is it called? Like
Yeah.
the
The
fucking
Dyson
the
things.
things that the hand
You put
dryers.
your hands in
Yeah,
the hand
that or like the
dryers.
one with the yeah.
Yeah.
So if you ever seen those videos, or you haven't, spoiler alert.
They'll ruin your life.
Air dry, you're
It's
good.
really bad. And oh, really? I thought that there was. I thought air
No,
dry.
air dry. If you just wave your hands around and dry them.
Oh, okay. That's I meant hand
No,
dryers.
no, no, no. If you wave your hands around and dry them, you're good. If you use a paper towel, you're good. If you use a hand dryer, you have the plague.
Yeah, I've seen that. See, but okay, here's my thing on this, and maybe I'm just a disgusting human, and I kind of am. But
You don't give a fuck.
Well, there's that, and then there's also like I feel like that's what's made my immune system stronger is just putting myself in disgusting, like especially with my job. Like I've worked on some disgusting and attics that were just have it just spider webs and all sorts of just crazy shit in there. Rat shit probably everywhere. And it's like I've just put my body through so much disgusting shit. Touring is not a cleanly thing even a little bit. Like and I feel like but because of that, my immune system has just gotten it's like giving it a workout. And then I have to say this too, is like for example, Minju's girlfriend like is a nurse that works at a hospital and Minju's like, dude, she doesn't get sick and he's like, I really think that it's because she's just constantly around people that are like really sick and in the hospitals, and it's just made her immune system just like fucking jacked.
So you're
Like,
saying I couldn't hack it in the attic? What you're saying? I'd get
or
sick.
yeah, well, I'm saying that like people, yes, it's great that you're clean, but it's like and once again, this is just me saying this, and I'm not saying that anybody should just go out there and start being just living their life fucking like a disgusting person, but it's like, dude, like I feel like though the cleaner
Get a
you
little
are,
dirty.
the yeah, the cleaner you are, it's like the more susceptible you are to like, because it's like your body's immune system's now just used to that it always being clean. So then when something happens, it's like, what the fuck do I do
I don't know if
now?
you know why I think I'm good.
Why?
I don't know if you ever smelled sorry. I played hockey growing up, and I don't know if you ever smelled hockey gear before.
Oh yeah, horrible.
I think just wearing some of the gear that I wore growing up, I think I'm
Yeah,
good.
but that was so long ago, and you somehow didn't get COVID when Samantha had COVID, which is
Crazy.
crazy to me.
But I think I did though.
But the tests were coming back
But
negative.
I got sick at the exact same time.
Excuse me. Speaking of what, now I'm sneezing, of course, as I'm talking about.
I've been
I'm
fucking
fucked.
congested and had a cough the past couple days too.
Yeah.
But
I mean, dude, everyone's sick right now, bro. I
yeah.
feel like I saw so many people that are like, COVID ruined my Christmas or COVID ruined my Thanksgiving. Like everyone.
Maybe because people should just still think it's real because it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
But yeah, that's my take on it. And this isn't health advice. I'm not a doctor,
no, we're doctors.
but we're yep. But that's just I don't know. That's and I'm not saying I go around and like I'm choose to be disgusting. It's just like since at times I put myself in situations where it's probably not the most sanitary and I've done it and like I haven't been able to be like okay, let me go take a shower right now.
Yeah.
Like I can't, especially if I'm like at work and I'm like doing some just digging through crate mud and shit to like run pipe and whatever the fuck. Like yeah, so
Yeah, I work on a computer.
yeah, it's like and like and I feel like that's what it's like more those people get like dude, I feel like dude I've read an article. I remember when COVID was happening and like it was basically just saying that like it was like the people that like don't get COVID as much are like homeless people and drug addicts because homeless people it's like their immune systems are just so crazy from just living like outside and just like unfortunately not being in very sanitary places ever and so their immune systems are just like and then with drug addicts, it was like, well, yeah, you're putting this other toxin into your body that's literally killing yourself, so it's gonna kill this fucking
Yeah.
disease. Like,
Good thought. I never thought
like,
about it like that.
like, dude, like honestly, the whole, like I haven't used now in like over 2 years or whatever, but the first like 2020 and then part of 2021, I was using and I never got COVID, and I know for sure I was around it a lot, but I was also doing drugs a lot and like I'm not saying that helped me but but like hey
But the
I
timeline matches up.
yeah it really does because it wasn't until 2022 which I mean at that point I was like off of it for like months at that point but like it wasn't until then that it fucking happened yeah
All right, well, let's
so
wrap this up. Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
um
Because me personally, I always am like, I'll do this, this, this. I'll go on this diet. I'll have this workout regimen. Like, what? This year, I was like, I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm
okay.
drinking a gallon of water a day.
Ooh, okay that's good
That's good for you. It's not a crazy thing that I have to do. I'm definitely behind today because I slept in, but I also stayed up till like 3 in the morning. But fuck
Yeah.
it, dude.
I don't think I really. I haven't really thought about it until literally you asked.
Pick
I
one
don't
right now.
know. I would like to say I want to be healthier, but I know I won't. So it's like, I,
Yeah,
I
stop
mean,
lying to yourselves, like people out
yeah,
there.
yeah, straight up. It's like honestly, like
You're
new
gonna
year, new
cancel your
me.
Orange Theory Fitness subscription
Yeah,
in March. All right.
yeah. No, I don't know. I've been saying, and I've been saying this, and that's like, but there's still nothing in me that makes me go, I'm gonna do this. But I've said it out loud to a couple people, and I'm saying it now on the internet. I want to get back into running a little bit, but it
You're
just
not
sounds
doing
like,
that.
yeah, I know, I know,
Go for a run after this.
I'm good.
All right. Well, it's good to be back. We're gonna try to be
Yeah,
more consistent with this because we still love
yeah,
doing this despite what you guys think, even though no one said that to us.
yeah. No one said that to me,
No one
which
has
it kind
even
of makes it
implied.
worse. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
no
not been
one
a
even
single.
gives a fuck, dude.
There hasn't been
Nah,
a
you know
single
what?
person.
I've seen. I get an email every month or every
Yeah.
week. Here are your stats for people that listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
Ooh,
People have
okay.
listened to every week we've been gone. We haven't done it for like 3 weeks.
But people are still listening. They're catching up.
Yeah, I'll read it to you after, but dude, people are still listening.
Damn, that's crazy. That's
Yeah,
cool.
kind of crazy. But
Where's our check, bro? Just kidding. Come on, come on, Spotify. Break me off a piece of that money you got, dude.
all right, well, they're not going to do that. So the best you
Nope.
could do is follow us. If you're not watching us on YouTube, if you're somehow listening to this, we have videos on YouTube of us doing the podcast. We post clips on Instagram, TikTok,
TikTok.
YouTube Shorts, whatever it is. Everything's in the description. We love you guys. We'll be back next week. I don't know.
Peace.
I was gonna like salute, but then I did double peace signs.
Yeah, I just did like a backwards peace sign on the back of my head.
Fuck all that, dude. Later.
Later.